A popular map today. We'll see it once again. Monte and Nouns. Great to see some more North American action under different organizations. Let's see what they have to offer then. Cynic will be the utility man on the CT side. Also players looking to make names for themselves here at Challenger. And this might be the one for Nouns. So far, not so good. bwills gets dropped and Cynic is not far behind. DemQQ will be traded by Nouns, but they are in trouble. They are low on numbers and they dwindle yet further. MarKE remains much better on the server than post-match interview. We'll see if he can find a clutch here. These players are fairly tagged. Doesn't really have much to lose. Is the Kevlar worth the risk? Absolutely. Nice pop for Waro. Surely they'll be playing a crossfire. Quick peek. But they've got to move into what will be a standard position. Question is, where is that second player? Can he isolate the fights? He's got the full info now. Trying to chase down kRaSnaL. See if he can get anything else out of this one. Oh, very awkward indeed. And now it becomes even more awkward. Oh, he's only got one bullet left. There we go. Get round the corner. No. Well then, Monte will start off in the right way. We'll see how long it takes for DemQQ to pipe up.
Yeah, good start for them. And Nouns even had a good stack there. They had so many players on the right bomb site, but maybe one or two whiffs mixed in, not instant headshots. And it was also just solid spacing from Monte. That's the upside of calling a quick play like that through Donut with 4 players. kRaSnaL there, a little annoyed that he didn't get the job done sooner, but the job got done. That's the main thing. Nouns will come into this second round with a force, plenty of nades as well. They haven't gone for SMGs, they've gone for pistols instead. So we'll have to keep an eye on that utility for the NA squad coming into this one. Much more relaxed round after the pistol. We did see Nouns earlier take a lot of aggressive fights in that opening matchup against Eternal Fire. They even said, coming into this game, they want to play aggressive. They think that's their best chance of taking a win here against Monte. Here on the CT side, they're happy to take their time right now.
Speaking of time, keep an eye on the smokes that Noun have remaining. Nouns. Because that could prove to be a problem for Monte. They slowly advance, relatively unchallenged, but they're not in the key positions. Someone's got to go back and collect that bomb as we head to that 45-second mark. Still Nosrak and MarKE holding on to smokes. I think Nosrak may have just deployed one. So MarKE will be on that B bomb site, and that's where the bomb is headed. That's where that last smoke is for the CTs. With 30 seconds on the clock, they'll be approaching the site. That smoke could change everything. The split's going to be absolutely key here for Monte. There's only 2 players here for the CTs after all. Down goes that smoke. They can try and hide behind it now. Third person is rotating over. Won't be able to help their teammates in time though. 15 seconds on the clock. Bro is up close against that 5-7. That'll be quite painful. SDY desperately going for a plant. 10 seconds, they may have found the angles now. Nervous situation though for Monte. And the job's not done yet.
Still opportunities, but no kit as of now for Nouns. I don't think they had one at the start of the round either. So a kill would have to come in quickly. SDY still trapped on that bomb site. That could be the opportunity, but Waro's immediately in with the trade. And now Nouns will try and make their way forward. It's an awkward angle. Carson hits the dig, finally gets the frag, but Waro takes initiative and just about closes out the round for Monte.
Yeah, you're going to have a dodgy round, if you will. Better to have it at the start than towards the end. For Nouns, I like the patience they had. You know, the goal, part of the goal of that one was to put Monte in an awkward pit situation and hold on to those smokes for as long as possible, even with only 2 players on that bomb site. They managed to do that. And that was quite dicey. But that can be something of some encouragement for Nouns with the buy rounds to come. They executed their plan. It went as well as one could expect, really. Can't come away with too many complaints from that one.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid adjustment from Monte as well, though. Once they saw the smoke down on one side, just have all those players come in from the cave angle. You've got to make sure your spacing is good there, but as long as you get out to the choke point, you're in a good position. And in MR12, it's really important you have a plan in every round. Even damage here could be relevant if Nouns can find it. MarKE's managed to pick up 2 kills with that 5-7. Wonder if they can steal these guns. SDY runs in, but he falls at the hands of MarKE. It's a 2-on-2.
This is draining so much money from the T's. Can he collect this rifle in time? That is such awkward timing. A great positioning for DemQQ. Pulls out the AK as he reveals his position. And again, they narrowly survive. And we haven't seen the buy rounds come in just yet. Although I wouldn't expect them to be worse in these situations. They may be rounds which are easier to handle with by some measures. For Monte, who keep a good score for now. Maybe some early warning signs for them. But again, maybe the structure that comes with a full buy will keep their heart rate a little lower. No challenge in mid early from Monte. They will hear the control being taken by Nouns though. Standard stuff, very important to fight for that early on. No sniper rifle just yet, but look at this push from bwills, looking for a second if he can find one. Got to find time for that reload, or does he? Down to the USP, and they are delivering now. It's a very fast round indeed. SDY down to 1 and none, just like that. Lightning round from Nouns. We knew they were going to be aggressive, but that was a shock for Monte for sure.
Yeah, maybe a slight oversight for Monte. They set up that AWP on top of the boxes, but it didn't look like anyone was covering Waro there. So he just gets taken down from the back by that aggression of bwills. And he's even allowed to get away with the USP frag. And there is that aggression we were expecting to see from Nouns. They think they have to take the fight to Monte to have a chance in this one. That's what they said in the pregame. It worked there for them in the first gun round.
And again, don't forget all those frags Nouns got in those rounds prior. Look how they pay off for them in this one. Barely a player with a primary weapon for Monte in round 5. And they're on a 4v5 already. MarKE offering great cover for his teammate as Nouns show presence. They can turn this off in future rounds whenever they want to, as long as they are successful here, of course. This may slow down the pace of Monte in future rounds, or maybe increase the urgency for a challenge towards mid. Keep an eye on that as these rounds develop. But for now, they've got something from this. We have to wonder, what is the minimum goal in this round for Monte with a force buy like this? Is it planting the bomb? Is it getting 2 or 3 kills?
That smoke they put down is a little dodgy there, Mounds. It's going to allow Monte to get out behind it, and they're actually sneaking up to B right now.
Stuck in the choke point is MarKE and co. Lost their position as well. Quick wallbang as the bomb will be planted once again. Help isn't great for Monte, but that'll certainly make it better. kRaSnaL taking control of this round. And this is the kind of round where you cannot slip up if you're Nouns. You cannot lose rounds like this. You cannot have losses like this. But here we are, 2-on-3. Likely to get worse as Bro lurks in the smoke. He'll be looked for though. CJ will find him. 2-on-2 then, both with kits. They've got 1 smoke for a choke point, but which one do they choose? Well, looks like they may have gone for the wrong one. Waro is taken care of. Someone's got to get on that bomb though if they can find it. They can't find the bomb. Surely not like this. He's got no idea. CS2 sound is here, and kRaSnaL will not allow him to get that defused. Awkward would be an understatement.
Oh, what a frustrating round for Nouns to lose. And kRaSnaL, what a step up from him. It's a quad kill with the Galil coming into that B site. He has been a beast in CS2. kRaSnaL has elevated his game massively for this Monte team. This was that initial frag onto bwills, but then that one smoke they put down, it didn't land in the doors. It bounced off. It allows Monte to sneak behind up towards the site. And as soon as they got that control, kRaSnaL made the most of it. And now it's Nouns who have the economy issues. Just when it looked like they were going to get control of the economy game, 1 round loss, and suddenly they're down to pistols.
Yeah, this really puts them in the proverbial bin. This is basically a half loss, unless they are able to do some magic, find some juju. Show us a miracle. Again, with this shorter round.
Oh, missed mid-smoke there from Monte. I'll give Carson an angle.
They'll survive.
It's a P250 though.
With these shorter halves, I meant to say, this is really just compounds the problems that the CTs had anyway. Monte will be farming. They'll be grazing, and Nouns will be the grass, or will they? All right. It's a nice one from Cynic. I remember an NA peak. We're asking a lot of him, though, and his team to really pull something out of the ground here.
Yeah, nice read as well from Monte in the mid-round. Realizing there was a little too much resistance on A, and with pistols, there might be a stack in play. DemQQ will lock down that frag. Look for more. The lineup is there. That's a lovely spray from DemQQ. And a fantastic start for Monte. 5-1 up. And DemQQ looks pretty happy about it.
Yeah, this is really plan B territory for Nouns. After losing that round, after failing on the consecutive, it's essentially about how many rounds can we get from what remains, as opposed to let's take control of this game. It's a very, very different thing that we have here now. Let's see how they do. Cynic has the AWP for round 7.
Interestingly, Cynic's the only AWPer at the tournament who hasn't had an AWP kill so far. Maybe that's about to change. He's finally got it in his hands.
Focus team, everybody on the scoreboard, generally speaking. Again, looking for an aggression is MarKE. Just about a trade frag there from Nozrak. Looking to retreat before the problems compound. That could be a very nice grenade. Indeed it is. That's 3 of the 4 players now who are very spongy. The absorbing bullets from Nozrak in the worst way. But he's in trouble now. How do they keep him alive in his compromised position? Stuck in the smoke for the time being, but surely this draws more CTs towards mid.
Waro still has a molly if he's willing to wait out that smoke. That would be brutal for Carson in that corner. He has got some help from Cynic's AWP and Donut.
Even if he dies, though, the sheer amount of time this is killing for only 3 players, if they're focused on expiring him, has he done his job?
I was convinced Waro would molly this cubby. There it is. I think he's done for. The molly actually missed, but it made Carson peek into the hands of DemQQ. But as you said, 30 seconds left for this 3v3. What is the end goal for Monte?
Does bwills take the risk? He was looking towards ramp, now he's moving further back. May have to keep some map control for a retake if they come his way, and come his way they will. He could have a very nice lineup also. There'll be a little util, but could he have a fortunate spray? He's going for it, jumping over the bullets. That's very nicely done by his opponent. Angle's right, but there's a pillar in the way. 3-on-3 retake for Nouns. Monte could be in trouble now as kRaSnaL is dropped. Will they expect a second though? Waro with the off angle for the time being, avoids the flashbang, catches bwills as well. They've got at least half the information. That's a big HE and a good follow-up. That leaves DemQQ 1 versus 2. These CTs don't have kits. There might be one close, but the urgency will certainly be high. I think Cynic spotted him, and that will be enough. That was a must-win round for the CTs. 2 surviving. They'll have to take what they can get for the time being.
Well managed there on the retake by Nouns. And oftentimes, teams have to set up that B-site defense in a retake fashion. So you're going to be used to those rounds. You know that you've got to work together well to get back into it. And kRaSnaL tried to take initiative into the post plant. But as soon as he was flashed in and went down, it put them on the back foot. That was the initial kill that really helped get them onto the good position. Once that further frag came through, DemQQ was just stuck at the back of the site. I thought he was going to swing a little sooner there. He was a sitting duck in that cubby position, but eventually went down. And now he's able to get their second round on the board. Let's see if they can keep that up.
I wonder how much util there was in mid. I'm thinking less than normal based on the presence we have towards B. And Monte will hear that lack of util, so I wonder what they make of that. Will the CTs be up to some shenanigans elsewhere? They've got good positionings around the map, Monte. Got DemQQ lurking around A long, so there'll be no massive surprises here. Bomb rotating away from B for the time being. Minute 20 on the clock for Monte. Having a look at their util, they've got no flashes with which to challenge. They've got a smoke, and that's it. It's going to be raw firepower in this round from Monte.
Now it's looking for some initiative. CJ, the man, having a peek into mid. MarKE nearly lining up that spam. They will hear the reload, so he's got to be careful. does drop back. Meanwhile, Monte have taken that mid control. Again, they're very happy to run the clock low, even if they have no nades left. It's going to make a site take pretty difficult for Monte here. Headshots will be required. And yet again, Monte with 30 seconds left, just now figuring out the end goal. They're going to split on the map. Two players faking B, but the end goal is this A bomb site.
It's basically no use for either side now, but Cynic's got the AWP and he's got an angle. He sees one. Oh, a swing and a miss. That wasn't close enough. CJ trying to stay alive, trying to hold on to Donut. That's going to make the retake a lot harder. There's still one man to the good, though, our Nouns. Bomb getting planted, Warrow getting sent into space, as the rest of his team will also. Working out okay, they seem to be stabilizing this CT side, surviving of 3 this time. Nouns are comfortable and focused, 2 AKs to take into the next round as well.
Yeah, I feel like in some of the other rounds, even though Monte were running down the clock, they got on the same page towards the end of the round just in time. That's a round where maybe the plan was to send that fake towards B, but a lot has to go right for that to be effective. And once those B players on the fake go down, the A play looked difficult. And you can see what it means for Monte. Pistols on most of their players, a couple of MAC-10s in the mix. Maybe that means they're going to inject some pace into this round as they all group outside this A site.
Again, just a single molly down mid from the CTs. But where are the defenses being bolstered? Certainly not the A bomb site. Nosrak's on the way though. He's got one flash for his teammate, which comes in too early. There might be another gun at the very least. So far, so good. Nosrak and CJ, and they're both gone. Bomb site has been taken. Might be some upgrades for these key players, and very strong positions to boot.
Good opportunity for kRaSnaL to get this rifle in his hands. Also has Warrow here to help, so Warrow could take first contact, try and set up his teammate. Doesn't look like it though. Warrow currently tucked in. So they want the rifle to be the first point of contact here, Monte. What can kRaSnaL do? He hits the first headshot, and now Nouns could be in trouble. Warrow helping his teammate. kRaSnaL with another big multi-kill, and Nouns look like they're gonna lose against that half buy. Against the Force, I should say, but it should have been a round that they were favored in. Instead, Monte find their 6th.
Picked a perfect time to go into that A bomb site, weakest point in the map. A lot of concerns towards the other side for those CTs. Maybe being exploited there by Monte. Great time to do it as well with the weaponry they had. And again, such strong positions after the plant. Weapon upgrades will certainly help. See kRaSnaL playing with his teammate there. Supporting where necessary. And again, that leaves Noun at the food bank.
They're losing rounds at such bad times. All the key rounds going the way of Monte. Monte have even had to win at 3 1vx scenarios so far. 3 clutch rounds to get to this position. But it's put them in a really good spot. kRaSnaL actually in trouble. He goes down early. The bomb is also back behind Warrow. He has to be very careful. They've got the bomb now.
Is there anything more painful than dueling with aggressive NA players? Perhaps not. 4-on-3 for Nouns, who's got a flank coming in from T-spawn.
I don't think they've seen the bomb. Have they?
Oh, Cynic. This is a very bad angle if he presses on. They must have seen... Oh, maybe not. Is it behind that box? Can't really tell from the radar. So they might get it for free. But even if they do, how much time will be left? Look at CJ's position also. This 5-7 can be dangerous. One off angle, and suddenly you've got 2 players left. Heading towards the 40-second markers. Noise has been cut by Monte. CJ catches Bro. Wondering what's happening in mid. Then there were 2. Bomb collected. No time to clear out all these players. They'll use utility as best they can. 25 seconds on the clock to get that bomb planted. DemQQ walks to his doom. SDY in the clutch then, 1 versus 4. How expensive can he make it? Is it if he is to lose this round? That's a promising start. Here's DJ as well. He needs 1v1s, that's what he needs. bwills has crossed the smoke. No one has a kit though, so they want to find this elimination. And he's finding more 1v1s, SDY. He's still got some bullets in the magazine. Oh boy. They'll only take 1 gun away from this round, but they will take the round.
I mean, SDY managed to make that far too close, considering he was on 2 health, trapped in that corner. I'm not sure how he even got that final kill, but not enough. 1 man too many. And fair play to Nouns. It looks like some of these aggressive rounds are working for them out towards B. They're winning some early battles. Monte not 100% ready. It looked like kRaSnaL just kind of whiffed his shots as the first player comes in. And suddenly, Warro's in trouble. The dominoes start falling. And Nouns able to win one of these rounds that feels like Monte have been winning against them. A key round goes the way of the NA squad. It puts Monte down to 1 weak weapon. But still a decent buy. Might be this A play again for Monte. All grouped up here, but this time there's an AWP holding.
Yeah, Nozrak in Donut as well. But he's the only person keeping an eye on mid, so he's really got to decide which one he wants to deal with. They're swarming all over the bomb site. Better he hold position now, and he'll try to do that if he can. They're coming for him, though. They're all coming for him, apparently, and they will claim him. Smokes on the other choke points, and Nouns are left with not much else to do but wait. 3-on-3 for the retake. This time they do have kits, so they're so close as well. Warro over the top of the box will be traded by CJ. Down to 2 then. SDY on site with the MAC-10, dancing around the boxes with kRaSnaL for support. And he's been good for that support, playing off of his teammate, trying to deliver, and the MAC-10 will get the final frags. 7-4. They lead by 3 now, Monte. Getting tough, getting close, but they're pulling away once again.
Yeah, they've secured the lead at the half now, Monte, with the 7th round secured. And I like the way that they went for the smoke into Temple and into CT, and then they just fully took donut control there, Monte. There's a couple of different ways you can approach those A-set plays, but they fully take donut control, makes it much easier to get that bomb down. And from there, SDY left in the clutch with the MAC-10 pays off for him. And now Nouns' buy is awkward indeed. Cynic has the AWP, but the rest of the squad nowhere near as strong on the weaponry. So it's a good thing Cynic gets involved early there. Gets his team off to a good start. What do Monte make of that AWP being in play on the CT side? How do they play around that? Their utility isn't that strong. Not many smokes to cut off these angles on the B site. But it looks like they are pretty focused on this side of the map.
Very good timing. Buy some time for these 2 players by Red Room to decide what they want to do. bwills jiggling, not seeing much of anything other than trajectory of utility. That's a big flash though, and down they go, seeing absolutely nothing. They may not know how many players are coming. Cynic's got to stop missing shots like that, to be honest. If they are to come out on top here, he needs to deliver, he needs to see, he needs to swipe. 3-on-4. Difficult spot for Nouns once again. No kits on the players who are standing. Just biding their time. Cynic and Nozrak remain. AWP in the clutch now. That smoke will soon be gone and things will only become more difficult. None of the T's showing just yet. Waiting for a peek. DemQQ griefing, and they'll get everything they need to for an 8-4 scoreline. At the end, it's a great lead for Monte. We'll see if it holds.
One
What to expect from the Nouns underdog? 4 rounds from the first half, but it seems that the crowd, well, there are more phones favoring Monte there than Nouns, so I think Monte might be in with a good shot, especially with double the score of Nouns at half time. But I'm not counting these lads out just yet. Maybe the T side is where they will really find their freedom. Pistols are out, of course, at the beginning of this second half. Cynic will be the grenade man for Nouns. There'll be an aggressive peek and a swing from the likes of Monte. But it looks like they want to get this one dealt with cleanly and quickly, promptly, urgently. 2 plays lost for Nouns, 4 on 3. Monte just keep on coming. You thought Nouns liked to set the pace. How about this from Monte?
Wow. I mean, we said that Nouns' win condition was just to play aggressive, win fights. Monte go all down mid, basically deny everything. That is a real statement round from Monte because now they get a 9-4 lead, and that has to feel a little crushing if you are Nouns. Felt like they may have had an opportunity if they won that pistol. Instead, Monte slapped them in the face, and Nouns are going to have to recover from that. Here in this one, very little to work with. A P250 and a flash bought by Nouns.
That's such a huge win in MR12. Hell of a setback again. Kind of ties your arms for rounds such as this. You have to win, but you can't buy. A fast eco round is a good eco round. 4K plus for Nouns. Let's see what they can pull out of the ammunition. That's a shop in Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? Ammunition?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Gonna have a new ammunition soon.
Indeed. Very exciting. Well, 10-4 for Monte. We heard the desk say this should be a pretty one-sided matchup in Monte's favor. But it's felt closer maybe than the scoreline suggests. A lot of important swing rounds have gone the way of Monte.
Oh, lovely.
What a way to start the round.
Beautiful.
Wiping that smoke. Now Nouns have something to work with here. Man advantage, all the time in the world. Do they want to use it though? Is that their style? Looks like they are spread for now. Look at this response from Monte though. A man down, they just decide to fully take mid control. And they might even look to take B lane as well. Flash in. This is a lot of map control conceded by Nouns here.
Yeah, they're giving Monte the time to make these plays. Perhaps wanting to avoid getting caught out, setting up for something as Monte tried to find something from this 4v5. Often a team on the back foot like this will want to make some kind of play, get some kind of advantage, an edge, if you will. And that smoke towards B will be that edge. They are not convinced that Nouns are going to go beyond that smoke, as many teams might, just to have the threat of a B play. And it seems they might be right here. They are stacking the correct bomb site.
What opportunities does this give Monte? Still no nades used by Nouns, so kRaSnaL has a flash in hand. Now he will drop that down, try and delay, try and play with his teammate, Bro. Both tucked in on this corner. MP9 first. Good damage, good spray from Bro. He could be on for more here. Gets another. It is an absolute shutdown from Monte. And Nouns not able to get anything going. Monte ending this game right now in emphatic fashion.
That's pretty much exactly how I feared that round would play out as soon as they got that early 5 versus 4 and slowed down. Purely because of experience at the high levels of Counter-Strike, where you're going to hesitate even when you have the advantage there. So, all right, let's not get caught. Let's not get caught out. Let's play careful. Like, you have the advantage and you're playing not to lose rather than playing to win. Again, if you have an area that's taken like that, like the B bomb site was with that smoke grenade, if you don't force presence there, then they know you're going A. It's that simple.
It's also not Nouns' game. They're an aggressive team normally, and this is a bit more like it. 4v3 early off that mid-trade. They can work with this.
Yeah, this is a good way to respond, although they are running out of rounds to respond with. 4v3 and Monte will be somewhat curious. Pro wants to have a look. Minute 15 on the clock. Nouns need to be careful with the HP that the team have got. You can see CJ holding the off angle. How will they position themselves then? DemQQ's wondering about the A-bomb site. With only 3, where do they put that second player?
Ooh. I don't think anything was spotted there. But Bro's leaving the B site entirely.
Gamble stack?
It looks like it. But this time, Nouns seem to have the right read. Those smokes will secure it then. Don't expect Monte to attempt this round. So Nouns get a 5th on the board. It was a big win for Nouns in their opener against Eternal Fire. They were underdogs in that one. Looks like Monte having a little look, but with Waro finding nothing, don't think you want to go for this. And yeah, Nouns, listen, they won the NA qualifier to get here over EG. So it's not like they're a team with no pedigree. They're definitely a team that have proven they can compete here at this tournament with their opening win. I'm sure some people would have thought, why isn't it an EG or someone else? No, Nouns were the team that came out on top in this qualifier. So nice to see the NA squad doing well. Some new talent perhaps in the region, much needed.
Yeah, great to see new talent. Just need a bit of guidance and wisdom. Help them speed up the learning curve, the learning process.
Got Stemphis coaching them. Hopefully that'll help. Very experienced is Stemphis. Also massive, so I won't say a bad word about him.
Yeah, well, in rounds like that 5v4, there are big lessons to be learned later on. So as long as you can come away from those with knowledge, then there is value in them, and I'm sure they will. Sounds like I'm writing them off. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to bring things back from this point in this best of one. Just the way the rounds are playing out on the T side and the very careful approach all too often versus Monte, which kind of telegraphs their intentions, will prove to be one of the deciding factors in Monte's favor, I think. 6 rounds behind now. There is work to be done. Much work to be done. Not impossible, but certainly improbable.
It's also just a classic Monte game, I feel like, where everyone's playing pretty well. Waro is still bottom of the board as the AWPer. He's not having a bad game. They're all on double digits. You would maybe still want Waro to be a star on this team. So we'll see if he can step it up. He does have the AWP in his hands for this round, as Monte are just 2 away from securing their spot into that semi-final. DemQQ here playing as that A anchor. High pressure position. You cannot go down for free. They are sneaking up on him here, but look at the lineup!
No! Almost the 3rd one as well. That has really neutered the push. SDY's got a great angle. He's got good position already. They're not even beyond the choke point. That smoke will certainly help though. But it's so tentative. Still in the choke. Will they even really break ground on this bomb site? More and more reinforcements are coming. They're not waiting around. They're not waiting for you to press forward. They'll just wide swing and drop you one after the other. It's a mutilation on the A-bomb site.
DemQQ will go top of the board. There's not much in it, but just the timing there of the swing. I think Nouns were really hoping they could sneak up very close and use their utility from there. But instead, DemQQ able to catch a couple of players off guard. And that really took the threat out of the round, took the spear out of the attack from Nouns. Map point for Monte. A chance to come out on top here in Group A. Fast play from Nouns into B.
Yeah, they are absolutely sending it, and kRaSnaL's got a decision to make. Stand and fight, get traded or hold position. Nozrak's been dropped, bro. Happy to get a bit frisky on the bomb site. There's so many CCs here as well. Forced forward by the flames.
Where's the bomb going? It's all the way in the CT. Gotta bring that back, boys.
Pretty impressive, but indeed, bomb plant will be required, especially in a 3 versus 4. High urgency on that one. There is one smoke in the hands of MarKE. It's an important frag for bwills. Pops kRaSnaL as well. That really turns things back into their favor. Smoke is up. CT's a split. And he's ready for another one. That's 4 kills in the round for bwills. And worro doesn't want to give him the 5th one.
Credit to bwills. And credit to Nouns there for the switch up in the call. This time a fast one towards B instead. And ever since that one round where they hesitated, I feel like Nouns have had a bit more conviction in these calls. And that time it works out for them. They just get into the B site so quickly. Even if they lost some of the initial trades, you can get that bomb down and you can have some pretty good fights there in the post plant. But really all about bwills overperforming.
Yeah, they've really got to focus on abusing their numbers on the T side in this game. I feel like the more drawn out the rounds are, the more it'll play into Monte's favor with experience. Not shy for a retake either, as we saw with those wide swings on the A bomb sites earlier on. See some weaknesses now, some strengths and weaknesses in Monte's bite. An AWP to an MP9. Plenty of uses for an MP9 is terrifying though.
Fast again. Split into A this time.
Yeah, keeping it simple. Those shadows though will betray their positions, but the trade is there and space is created. And that's all that matters when you're on the T side. Get that bomb planted fast. There's still util that can be used behind it. But again, that bomb is still in the choke point. bwills pressing on and dropping worro. Not shy for a frag, is he? But that bomb is dropped now. On the floor it goes, and Bro is charging through, leaving SDY in a 1 versus 2. They don't know where he is. He could find both of them. He could just hide behind the box here. A minute 10, but a bomb has to be retrieved. So much utility being dumped by Nouns. But where is SDY? Maybe in the last place they expect him. Oh boy, it could be for free, but Cynic's got the 180 and keeps his team alive.
That's a stunning shot on the turnaround. That is not easy to do. SDY played that pretty much perfectly. Maybe could have tried to take out the other player instead of the bomb planter, but sometimes you don't want to overdo it. You just want to catch them off guard while you can. This was bwills again, getting a couple of important kills early. Bro did what he could. And look at that snap from Cynic. So important. Keep the team in it. Oh, now they take nade damage. Oh, they've got a kill out of it though.
Oh, get out of there, get out of there. Take the bomb and run. Take the bomb and run. Don't engage that. That's a nightmare. That's a wormhole.
Chaos.
I suppose they plugged it.
I think so. Can you plug a wormhole?
It's got a big enough plug.
I guess so. This is the questions I want scientists to answer. Why won't they answer my questions, James? Why won't they write me back?
worro and his USP. 1v1 with the bomb carrier.
Looks like the bomb gets away. And I think Monte's chance of the round. Get away with it. Oh, maybe not. Cynic.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Gives away the AK. The bomb isn't even planted yet.
I might need an adult nappy if they lose this round. 2-on-2. Monte are very heavily tagged. How much do they want to risk? They've got 2 AKs in their hands. They don't have any kit. And they don't have any armor either. As excitable as they may be in this situation, I do think it would be prudent to hold on to these.
Yeah, always important to make these correct decisions. You don't have too many rounds remaining. Only 4 left for Nouns if they want to make this comeback. So keep a couple of AKs, especially as 1 or 2 players might have been slightly short on cash. See kRaSnaL and SDY, they would have had enough to buy rifles. They might have been missing some nades. So why not maximize what you can into this follow-up round? Well, Nouns fighting on then. Looked like they were in trouble as the second half started poorly for them. But they're building a streak here. 3 in a row now. bwills with a couple of big rounds to keep them in it. Let's focus on that mid control early. See if the nades are good this time for Monte. No dodgy blocks this time round. It's That smoke is down. Looks like Nouns won't challenge it. Instead, the bomb is outside B. Flash is going both ways. Won't allow Nouns to engage early. And the smoke down as well. Looks like it should be a slow start to this round.
Keep an eye on the utility for Nouns, though. They've got at least 3 mollies to deploy. That's one of the 3. So they will keep up the pressure. Monte fighting from the back. Looks like they'll be playing retake. They've got some incendiaries too. So they'll allow Nouns to dump their util, as they often do. Seems to be a reformation here for Monte. A focus towards mid. They're looking to close this net. DemQQ with eyes towards A.
Monte have loved this. They've gone for this a couple of times, this aggression up mid. And if you get the timing right, it can be a real tricky thing to deal with. If Nouns are setting up this B play, they could be screwed here.
Guess who's carrying the bomb? It's bwills, and he's dead. That's all the information Monte need in what's now a 5-on-4. Make it 3. SDY's got places to be. CJ trying to keep his team in the fight, but down in isolation goes Cynic. CJ and Nosrak left, and I think this may be the end of the line for Nouns. Down to a 2-1-2 though, but as DemQQ will keep CJ entertained. kRaSnaL's slow flank will continue. 17 seconds to plant this bomb. Does he go for a fake? He's going to full commit to this one. kRaSnaL through the corner of the wall. That will be the end of that one then. Monte, just too much experience to be defeated on Ancient today.
Yeah, they top their group. Big win for them. And Nouns, this was their opportunity. They can't take it even after that upset win. But fair play to Monte. They top Group A, the favorites for the group. Get the